Hey everyone, Dylan13 here. Well, Monday night, you know what that means. It's time for my Raw recap. And first off, again, I'd like to apologize for not recording last week. I was really busy with work. But good news is, on a personal note, I got a new job, so that's going to be starting up soon. Which means that these are going to be, hopefully, can be a little bit better quality because I can, now I have some money coming in, be able to get a new camera, get a little bit better production quality. And who knows? Something good will come of it. But that's for later. Right now, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw, which this show was actually really good. Everything I've read and heard about from last week says that last week's show was really kind of boring, which I can kind of see because they're on a 5-hour delay from the UK. So it said it wasn't live. And I heard that the live show, even the UK audience was kind of dead, but I'm holding out hope that they'll keep up this pace because Raw's been really good, actually, in my opinion, the last few weeks, and it started out perfectly, at least in my opinion. It started out with Kurt Angle coming out and telling us that Braun Strowman will sadly miss the next 3 to 6 months with an arm. Or after getting shoulder surgery. Best of luck to Braun. Hope is a speedy recovery. And he announced the Extreme Rules in 3 weeks' time. There will be a fatal 5-way match to determine the number one contender for Great Balls of Fire. God, wrestling's dumb sometimes. But that's all we watch, isn't it? Anyway. There'll be a fatal 5-way for Great Balls of Fire. That includes Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns. And I specifically put them in that order because that is the order I want to win. I would absolutely love to see a Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar fight. Not a wrestling match, but an actual fight. These two can pull it off. The promos, I can already see the promos between Joe and Paul Heyman being just beautiful. These are gonna be if they do go this way, these will be the promos. They're gonna show new guys in the development center for the next 10-15 years. Essentially, I can already see that. The match itself is going to be hard-hitting because both these guys have MMA backgrounds. Both these guys are just complete monsters, and they deserve the push they get. Finn Balor wouldn't be bad either. I would love to see Finn Balor become or channel the demon, because that, I don't know why, but every time he pulls out the demon garb, it just fits the character or his character so much better. And it's kind of he knows he needs to give everything he's got, and that's bringing out the demon form. So that's what I would like to do. Seth Rollins, we've seen him fight Brock Lesnar twice now. Both times he's won via shenanigans. I want to, if they do this one, I want a clean match. Let's see how this goes. Bray Wyatt, it's too soon in his Raw tenure to give him a world title push. I'd say give him more of an IC title push, because as much as I liked him as champion at SmackDown, they built up to him becoming the champion of SmackDown. This feels like it just be trying to do too much too quickly with him. And Roman, well, he's had his time. Let him just be doing what he thinks is the right way to get the crowd over. They put the belt on Roman, that will not help. Excuse me. So, after that, our first match, I believe, was Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus in a one-on-one action. Heard a lot of Brother Nero chants in the crowd. Not gonna befault them for that at one bit, though I know that the guys who only go on the WWE side, and the purists are very confused. Like, who's Nero? Wait, that's Jeff Hardy's middle name. Why are you calling him? Why are you calling him his middle name? Like, I know that doesn't exist as much today in today's landscape because of the internet and all that, but I still like to think that the older generation of wrestling fan doesn't care about TNA. They don't care about New Japan. They don't care about Ring of Honor. They just care about WWE. And of course, the little kids don't really care about those things either. Or they might, I'm not sure, but like it was that aside, good match, ended the way you thought it would, which is they're making Jeff and Matt look 100% untouchable right now. So Jeff won with Swanton, and I don't know where they're gonna personally where they're going with Matt and Jeff. I really don't care at this point because they are building up to something. I know it. Whether it be the Broken Universe, whether it be a singles push between the two of them, they're building to something. And this is one of the few times where I don't want to have any dirt sheets spoil what their storyline is. I just want to see it go. Let's see. After that, Alexa Bliss came out, cut a really good promo. Actually, wait, no. After that was Alicia Fox, Sasha Banks match. It just started. It really had no fanfare, not really anything special. It just happened, and I don't really know why. Like they said that last week Sasha and Alicia had a match and Sasha won, but apparently it was a fluke win. And surprisingly, Alicia Fox won. Was held over her head, or was held on her, or was held on the head of Noam Dar. Which, why are they a thing again? Is it literally just because Vince likes him saying Alicia Fox? Sorry. Anyway, makes no sense. They're gonna break up in another 2 weeks. Trust or give me the benefit of the doubt saying O'Brien on that. Match was okay, not anything to write home about, but good filler quality. Then we had the Alicia Fox, or then we had the I want to say the cruiserweight was after that. Yeah, the cruiserweight division was after that. It was a tag team match between Austin Aries and Jack Gallagher. Nice. And Neville and TJP. Nice. Both these things are great. I like all four competitors a lot, as I'm sure that you're aware of by now if you're watching these. Like, these are honestly four of the best guys we have in the cruiserweight division. But I cannot wait for Cedric to come back, because when Cedric comes back, things are gonna get good. I can tell, because Cedric still had one of the best matches in the cruiserweight division, other than DIY's match. You guys know as well as I do if you paid attention to these sort of things. We had after that. TJP won, actually, a legit win, no trickery, no nothing. I'm actually surprised he won. It was actually a really good match. Really, a lot of high spots. I think my favorite move in the cruiserweight division is none of the flippy shit. It's Jack Gallagher's headbutt. The way he does that move is so believable, but yet it's so acted. It's perfect. It is probably the best headbutt in the WWE. Anyway, before I get too far off, after that we had Alexa Bliss. Very, very good promo. Very strong promo. She's one of the better talkers when she's alone on the mic. But like when she gets to like pretty much improvise, like because it was clear that the first part of her promo before Bayley came out probably was her setting something with stuck, and everything did for me. And then Bayley came out, and I love Bayley. Don't get me wrong, but I hate the WWE's interpretation of what Bayley is to us. Yes, she is the girl next door. Yes, she is the one that, or the fan that left her, or that followed her dream, and we love that. At least I think we do. At least I know everyone that I know likes Bayley. I like Bayley. I'm sure you guys like Bayley, but we do not want to hear that she's a little girl, that she's just a girl in a woman's world and all that. Like all that, like have you ever kissed a boy? All that bullshit. Leave it off of TV. That is not how you make a competitor look strong. And above all, that is not how you make a former champion look. They wouldn't do this to Charlotte. They wouldn't do this to Sasha. They sure as shit wouldn't do this to Nikki Bella if she was still on. So why the fuck are they doing it to Bayley? Seriously. So yeah, I'm tired of them treating her like a little girl. And honestly, it looked like she was too, because later on in the night we had a backstage segment between her and Kurt Angle. Because after the promo broke down as it often does, and Alexa hit Bayley with a kendo stick, and yeah, like she probably she's acting, or she had to go. She got checked out by the doctor. Said that it was going to leave a bruise, but she'd be fine. And Kurt Angle even's like, "Okay, Bayley, we're going to give you a normal, straightforward match on Extreme Rules." And Bayley's like, "No, I want a match. I want an Extreme Rules match. Don't treat me like anyone else. I want to show why I'm here." Essentially, she didn't say those words, but it was clear cut that was her saying enough is enough with all this bullshit. Which, good on you, Bayley. I'm looking forward to this match. It'll be a good match for the women's title. I don't think Bayley's gonna win, because in the Extreme Rules match anything can happen. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if she does. After that, we had the IC title between Dean Ambrose and The Miz. This matchup it's gone. We've seen this match literally 36 times before this, if not more. Dean gets the upper hand. Looks like he's about to get an easy victory. Maurice gets in the way, interferes, and in a twist shocking nobody, the Miz tries to get a dirty shot on Dean so that he can win the match. But in an actual cool spot in this match, Maurice is yelling at the ref, or yelling at Dean, and the ref's trying to stop her. Miz tries to come up and underhand low blows Dean. Dean grabs his fist, and the Miz automatically is like, no, and then Dean just kicks him in the crotch. And I'm like, ooh, that's a little sensitive there, buddy. Yeah, you might want to lay off that. That was kind of rude. At the same time, it was fucking hysterical. But yeah, it was a great thing that happened. Dean won via disqualifications, or Miz won via disqualifications, so Dean kept the title. Afterwards, Kurt Angle is on the in a rather cute spot or backstage promo. Kurt Angle's on the phone with Sami Zayn, reassuring him he's doing okay at SmackDown. And the Miz comes over and he's like, "You see that? He kicked me in the crotch. I deserve a no disqualification match." And I'm thinking, I just sat there and thought, okay, this can't get any funnier unless. And then Marie starts yelling at Kurt in French, and Kurt is speaking French back at her. Very broken French, but it's still speaking French to Maurice. Miz is there trying not to laugh, and all of a sudden things can't get any better. Yes, they can. The Drifter shows up, starts just playing his guitar, just like Kurt's like, "Can I help you?" Strums off, walks away. I'm like, this guy is amazing. He could not have a single match for a year. Just do this, and I would not get tired of it because it is funny. It is a good use of the character. It basically it's like it's getting him over without having to have him fight, just like they're kind of doing with Shinsuke Nakamura and SmackDown. Talk about that more tomorrow. But yeah, this is a great thing. I cannot wait to see what they actually do with this guy, and when they actually have him start wrestling, we've seen what he can do. Like we saw what he did against Chris Hero. We saw what he did against a lot of other guys in NXT, and he knocked it out of the park with everybody. So this is going to be a great wrestler, and he's already over with me. I'm quickly warming up to him. Or I have warmed up to him. I love seeing him on screen. Afterwards, we had the first the third hour kicks in. We had the first match of two main events, or what would be main events for any night, which was Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. Basically, a preview of two of the competitors for the 5-way. This was a great match. All the props to Roman. They pretty much were selling that he's still injured from the Braun fight. Very smartly, they're still keeping him. They're still making it where he looks vulnerable, giving you the impression that yes, he might win, but it'll come at a cost. So he's there. He's doing he's not at 100%. Finn is taking every advantage as he can. They wrestled a very good, very fun match. Roman actually, I think I've said this before on here. If not, I'm sure a lot of other people have. When he is carried, Roman can put on a damn good match. I always I don't like the guy as as much as I used to, because they keep feeding him down our throat at the worst possible times. I'm looking at you, or number 30 entrance. Still I'm salty about that. Anyway, yeah, but time and time again he proves he can do a great match. And this was it. This was actually a really good match. He won. He actually hit a Superman punch, and he won clean. So I don't think I think they're trying to trick us. They're gonna hopefully build up Finn. I don't know if they will or not, but optimism. Anyway, afterwards we had another cruiserweight match. I can't not remember what this one was, because I think I went to the bathroom at this time. I'm sorry. The cruiserweight stuff. At this point, I'm kind of done with the cruiserweight things on Raw. I love the cruiserweight division. I think they should do it like they do with SmackDown, they should just leave all the cruiserweight stuff on 205 Live. That's probably one of the main reasons that we aren't seeing it as much, is because you see the 205 Live on the actual Raw show, it takes away the value of 205 Live. They should just keep all the cruiserweight division stuff on Raw on the SmackDown night. Move it from the beginning or from the end of SmackDown to the beginning of SmackDown. It's like basically like move everything over an hour. That way they can, if they do dark matches, it won't come out of left field. My opinion, at least my opinion. Anyway, after 205 Live, we had a brief backstage segment with Goldust and Truth. And this was actually a very good swerve on WWE's part, because no one could have, I don't know a single person at this point who genuinely likes to do the Golden Truth. I feel bad for Goldust. I haven't liked R-Truth in a long time, but I feel bad for Goldust because I feel that he deserves so much better as the fact that he is the son of Dream. He is the son of Dusty. He deserves so much better than what he's getting. And apparently, somewhere out there heard me say that to a friend of mine on a chat during the pay-per-view, because Goldust turned on Truth. Like, they come out again. They completely got one over us. Goldust is coming out doing his normal routine. Truth's doing his normal routine. Truth gets on the mic, starts doing his "What's up" chant. Goldust hits him in the back of the head, beats the shit out of him for like a good 5 minutes, grabs the mic and says, "That's what's up." And I'm just there like, what? What's going on? The sad thing is we lost a club showing. I guess they were a little too jet lagged from the flight. I wish we could have seen the club on Raw. I do like the club. We got Enzo and Cass. Well, we got Enzo. We got Enzo and Cass on a promo. Because actually, I 100% understand why they put Enzo and Cass on Raw, because there was in Newark, New Jersey. Enzo's home state. Cass is down the road. They had to do this. Titus comes out, spewing a bunch of bullshit, especially, not the least of which, saying he has a TED Talk on Tuesday. I'm wondering what the hell that's going to be about. Unless it's about him, him juggling being a father and being a professional athlete. Well, professional athlete. Anyway, Titus is like, well, yeah, Apollo Crews is about to beat Enzo, and Cass goes, wait, whoa. These two aren't booked right now. You're supposed to fight me. He's like, and Titus is like, well, I'm wearing a $1,400 suit. The best line of the night for me came from Cass when he's like, "I guarantee you," or when I'm done with you, you're not gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. Throws the mic at Titus and just beats him like 4 seconds. And I'm like, he just quoted Men's Warehouse and made it sound funny. Props to you, Cass. I forget you have great mic skills every now and then. Finally, we had the main event, which is actually a very good match. I'm surprised, actually, they announced this is the first time we've ever seen this. I had to backtrack in my mind. I think it is the first time we've seen in singles actions Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. Please tell me if I'm wrong in the comments if you watch this. If you can think of a time these two fought in or in on Raw or SmackDown, not any dark matches, not any live events, just in Raw, like in the show proper. I can't think of any time that these two fought with each other. I know Dean and Roman have fought Bray nigh 100 times, but I can't think of if Seth ever fought Bray Wyatt. And I'm kind of sad we didn't see this sooner because this was a great match to end the show on. The problem came in the ending because of course they can't. It's free TV. They can't end any main events or clean nowadays. It has to be a DQ. Samoa Joe comes out and hits Seth, and Seth wins via DQ. Seth Rollins or Samoa Joe gets in the ring, throws Seth in. Well, reverse that, and he looks at Bray, and they both start beating on Seth. Like Samoa Joe's thinking he's good. All of a sudden, Sister Abigail on Samoa Joe, Sister Abigail on Seth Rollins. Bray Wyatt ends the show. All in all, I'd rank it a solid 3.5 out of 5. This was a decent show. Good matches, good mics, good setup for Extreme Rules. Like the fact that they're back in the cycle, they're back in their exclusive pay-per-view. It works. Now, will I say that I don't, or that there were some bad points? Yes, of course there was. Because the sad thing is, the last few weeks the show has become predictable because they're still kind of riding the same rut they did back before the shakeup and after the shakeup. What they need to do is they are focusing on 6 guys. They need to bring out more of the roster. Like the stuff with R-Truth was interesting. That was actually really good. So the Enzo and Cass or fighting the Titus brand and Apollo Crews, trying to act like the medium between Enzo and Titus was actually really good. I forgot to mention that, but that was actually really good too. And the fact at the end, Enzo got laid out by Apollo because he was trying to steal his gimmick and take a selfie with Titus laying on the ground. That was interesting. Matt and Jeff Hardy stuff, interesting. Everything else, it just seemed like a return to basics. It just seemed the same. So that was my biggest complaint about it. Anyway, I've been to Luna 13. I've rambled on for quite enough time. I will see. Well, before that, I have to do my customary stuff. Do follow me on Twitter at @dluna1338. Follow me on, or follow me, or if you like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, like this video, and do be sure to, if you really like my voice or you like what I'm doing, or support me on Patreon at Duluna, or patreon.com/Duluna13. I'm making such a huge mess of this, but I don't care. Also, check out my last video, which was my top 13 favorite matches. I will start if I miss the recording, I will do more top 13s. They do take a little bit while. They take me a long time to edit, and by my own admission, the editing in this last one wasn't the best, but I was doing it from I only have a phone right now, so I'm just doing what I can. I will try to get better at editing if I can actually get a computer and all that. I will do better, in terms of software and all that. My main thing is I want to get better, and if you want to help me do that, subscribe to my Patreon, follow me here, follow me on Twitter, suggest topics for possible future lists, like whether you want me to say like top matches from last year, top or top faces, top heels, my favorite wrestlers. Just name a topic, and I can start doing it. Anyways, it's been Dylan 13. Later.